The girl touched her head, but she didn't expect the monster in South Korea to do the same. Initially, the girl thought it could be a coincidence, but upon opening the Seoul website to check the replay, she discovered that the monster's movements matched hers exactly. Annie quickly went to the park to verify her intuition, made a hand-reaching movement, and then hurried home to watch the Korean monster on TV. She discovered that the monster moved exactly like her. To confirm her suspicion, Annie took some friends to the park and asked them to sit on the benches and use their phones to access the Seoul website for observation. Annie stood in the park and jumped. After the dance, the Korean monster also danced strangely. It seemed that the monster at this time was Annie. Annie was the monster. Not only that, the friends were also surprised to find that their body sensations were related. The Korean monster was hit by a missile. Annie's waist instantly hurt a lot. Annie was in so much pain that she did a set of Chinese kung fu on the spot. The Korean monster also smashed a helicopter, shocking the friends. Annie suddenly twisted her left foot to her right foot and fell to the ground in the park. However, because of her fall, several high-rise buildings in Seoul were directly reduced to in order to avoid causing panic among the Korean people. Annie had to go to the park again to ask for help. Koreans apologized and signaled for people to evacuate quickly. Annie confirmed the ground was safe, then squatted and wrote, "I'm sorry," with her hands, promising not to appear again and asking people not to panic. Seeing this, the citizens gave him a thumbs up. From then on, Annie kept her promise and never went to the park again. She believed the danger was past, but one morning she woke up to find a huge robot rampaging through the streets of Korea. Anna, who realized that something was wrong, quickly came outside. As expected, she found her friend kicking the robot in the park. The robot seemed to be her friend. Seeing this, Annie quickly persuaded her friend to leave. However, her friend was already obsessed with playing and even provocatively invited Annie to duel with him. The girl just pointed her finger at the giant beast far away in South Korea. Annie also pointed at the giant beast next to her. Annie warned her friend to leave the park quickly, but the friend didn't listen at all. Annie was so angry that she slapped the robot. The Korean giant beast also took the same action. However, due to its heroic behavior in defeating the robot, the giant beast's status in people's hearts rose sharply. It became an emoticon package. The video was posted online. Surprisingly, this incident caused Oscar to feel embarrassed. To regain the lost dignity, Oscar called Annie early the next morning and planned to fight her. Annie was strong and didn't intend to show mercy, but she was a weak woman and was no match for Oscar. Annie was knocked to the ground by Oscar after a few rounds and couldn't move. She could only watch helplessly as Oscar stomped on her madly. She realized that if Oscar continued like this, the whole of Korea would soon disappear from the earth. A bold plan emerged in Annie's heart. She bought a plane ticket and rushed to Korea without saying a word. At this time, Oscar was still having fun in the park and didn't realize that danger was coming. Suddenly, the ground trembled. Oscar was taken by surprise as a giant creature appeared before him. Annie in Korea used teleportation to send the giant beast to the United States. Oscar, terrified, wanted to escape, but Annie caught him. Unexpectedly, Oscar, who was about to die, still refused to turn around and even cursed at Annie. Annie got angry and threw Oscar away. Oscar vanished into the sky. The absurd comedy ended now.